Hey there, I'm Robert Remigio and welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you is in good shape as you go through this lecture video. And if you like the way the details were discussed in this video, please don't forget to share and like this video, leave your impression on the comment section, and hit the bell notifications to get updates on the succeeding lectures that we will be uploading, and click subscribe. And now, get your pen and notes, wear your headphones, and grab a snack if you want, and let's start our video lecture. Ready? And go! Hello everyone. Let's start the discussion for this third part video of the sexual self with the human reproductive system. Basically, the sex organ of the male is the testes and ovaries for the female. The first menstrual period of the female, which is what we call menarche, is derived from the Greek word moon and beginning. And this would signal the sexual maturity of female, and it happens during puberty between ages 8 years old to 13 years old. At this age, the ovaries already secretes the estrogen hormone that signals the development of the female primary and secondary sex characteristics. It is during this period that females tend to observe that there is already changes that occurs in their body. The widening of the hips, enlargement of the breast, growth of the pubic hair, and the capacity to conceive is already possible, as the ovaries is also able to already produce 400,000 egg cells that carries the X chromosome, which can then be fertilized by the male sperm cell, carrying the X and Y chromosome. When the X chromosome of the female individual is fertilized by the X chromosome of the male individual, the couple will then produce a female offspring. Or when the X chromosome of the female is fertilized by the male Y chromosome, the offspring or the child of the couple will be male. The male organ or the testes produces 200,000 or 200 million sperm cells every week, and only one sperm is needed to fertilize an egg cell. More so, the testes secretes the testosterone hormone, which is responsible in the development of the male primary and secondary sex characteristics. During puberty, the male can already observe changes in their body, like the appearance of their Adam's apple, their voices deepens also. There is also a growth of hair in different parts of their body, like the pubic hair, the mustache, and the beard. Talking about the hormones produced by both sexes, these androgens, estrogens, or the testosterone and progesterone actually primes people for sex. And according to William Masters and Virginia Johnson's, our sexual response follows a cycle which is consisting of 4 phases. The excitement phase, which covers your desire and arousal stage, followed by the plateau phase, then the orgasm, and finally the resolution phase. Well, one's desire for the sexual activities does not only motivated by the biological factor, but can also be motivated by psychosocial factor, like when we wanted to have kids as an extension of ourselves, or when one needs self-affirmation and realization, like wanting to find out how attractive one is or which gender is really are you attracted with, or in its superior form, a manifestation or expression of love. But one thing is for sure and must be considered: the object of the sexual desire will be a person, not unless sexual dysfunction is existing in an individual, like zoophilia, when the animals are the object of the sexual desire. We have already discussed on our previous video discussions that sexuality covers all feelings, thoughts, and behaviors associated with us being a female and a male. It does not only pertain to our sexes or the sexual behavior we engage in, but it also includes our preferences, our feeling of attraction and being in love, our relationship that includes sexual intimacy and sensuality. Well, in the five circle of sexuality, sensuality enables us to feel good about our body and others' body as well. And also, our sensuality allows us to enjoy the pleasure our body can give us and others, while sexual intimacy enables us to get emotionally close to another human being and accept closeness in return. Intimacy per se will eventually die when there is nothing else to discover. Our sexual identity speaks about how we understand who we are sexually, which include our sense of being a male or being a female, and moreover, reproduction and sexual health pertains to the person's capacity to reproduce and the behavior that makes sexual relationship healthy and enjoyable. And lastly, sexualization talks about how people behave sexually to influence, manipulate, or control other people. It pertains actually to how we communicate sexually, and unfortunately, some communicate differently and abusive and as well as aggressively, like flirting, harassment, or in the worst case scenario, rape. Thus, we need to put in mind that no one has ever given the right to inflict human harm or resort to abusive behavior just to communicate sexually. More will be discussed in the next video discussion for the sexual self topic.